Hello, my dear guys. My name is Svetlana Ray. The video is about how do I analyze videos of my students. That will help you hopefully to analyze your own video and see mistakes that you possibly can do. I will tell you about 8 criteria that I go through. Criteria number 3, hips work. When we make steps, hips have to be always engaged. In the worst case, what I see is that the booty has this over exaggerated back position, and hips only moving, either they don't move at all or they move from one side to another. That leads to, first of all, weight over the heels, and secondly, disconnection between the upper body and the lower part of your body. And thirdly, the coordination simply is not present, because hips are the main thing, the main part of our body that is involved in the coordination.
Hello! Here in the 3 videos that I took for analysis, we don't have people like having this very obvious sitting position, like when booty goes over the heel. I will explain what do we have, but I want just you to understand the difference, and that's why I will show my own video, because this here I do think which unfortunately nobody does, and I want you to see. So booty muscles, they are very strong and it's always better to use them. Even though when we dance, we always have like a little bit of a natural curve here that goes back. It's absolutely normal. Some people still manage, like me, still manage to use the booty muscles to transform the inertia from the floor, like the energy from the floor to the coordination, or to push, or to anywhere. Some people though don't use it. And in my opinion, it's like you can also not use your booty and you look great. But in my opinion, here is the point of the breakthrough, you know, from like okay dancer to wow dancer. Because if your booty is engaged, then your movements, they look more powerful, more aligned. And I want you to see now, for example, see, I'm making a step and you can see that my booty, like I squeeze it back a little, rotate it back so that the muscles get engaged, and I use this muscle to push myself forward. Also, now for example, same here, see, you can see the booty, like I engage it. The booty is like now super squeezed. I push myself back, and again, see, I rotate the hip so that my booty gets engaged, and then I start going forward. Also, so that you get an impression, what does it look like when the booty is working? Check this step. Now it will be happening. See, again, it's like it looks very aligned, right? So that you can see the energy going through the floor softly to the rest of the body, through the hip as well. So I swing the hip, but because I engage my booty muscles, they allow me to connect entire movement and make it very fluid, right? Make it flowy from the floor to whatever I want. But unfortunately, most of the dancers were taught, me as well, just to swing the hips from one side to another. And honestly, this is like, of course you can coordinate like this as well, but this is not, in my world, is not the basic coordination, because it doesn't allow your booty to be engaged. Raquel, I bet that you were taught exactly the same way. Yeah, you can see that hips are swinging from one side to another. King, king, king. I mean, here it's also, of course, connected with the weight over the heels, because during these steps the weight was over the heels. And you can see that like the booty is not working, right? The movement doesn't look strong enough, just because the booty didn't even know that it has to actually work. So when booty doesn't work, the movement looks in general a little bit empty, yeah, because there are, like, again, one of the strongest muscles is not just involved in the movement. So Raquel, here I would point out that first of all, it's very nice that somehow you were taught to push the hip bones forward, and that's why overall position, even though you don't engage the booty all the time and sometimes you have the weight over the heel, still your position looks good, looks straight, like you're standing. And also, again, see, when you start doing solo, it's a little bit better. You sometimes engage the booty, but subconsciously, just you don't realize what you're doing. So I would recommend here just to explore this back and forth coordination, rotate the hip bones back and forth, and observe how does your booty help you to push or to coordinate or to do different things. Dasha, you actually don't, I think I told you already many times, in this video you can see it as well, that the booty is not that much engaged, yeah? So what is happening now, Dasha wants to be fast, and she is fast, so it works, the goal achieved. So you can see, if you remember the previous video, as I pointed out, that she doesn't straighten the knees very often, because when your knees stay bent, you get more speed. And also she doesn't use the hips that often, just because she's contracted all the time. She's fast, she's very grounded, she's very stable, but at the same time you can see that she misses this alignment, which I mentioned when I was analyzing my own video. Again, I cannot say that this is bad or good, it depends on the style, yeah? So probably, for example, when I dance with Super Mario and I have like crazy dances, like crazy time, you know, I have to focus on everything and it's super fast and I don't know what will happen in the next second. I bet I have to observe. Maybe I add hips, but just a little, because I have to be concentrated. But if girls, so if you want to look a little bit more feminine and like to show more plasticity in your body, to show more like cat movement, more alignment, then add in the hips. Now, for example, see, she added the booty and it was a good movement. Let me slow it down and show it to you again. Here we go. See, the step with the left leg was with the booty used. That's why it looked a little bit more, it had a little bit more plasticity. Also, if you check like different students, for example, Frankie Martinez always teaches to use the booty muscle. That's why his students are like octopus. They have a lot of plasticity. So it's also about your own style. Which style do you choose? Which style do you prefer? And which situation, in which situation you are. Howda. You are a very interesting case. Actually, guys, if you want to know a little bit more about that, let's say if I get 20 reactions on this message, that means that you want to know about that. And I will send you a video. Somebody asked me, so somebody sent me a video of like 3 girls doing lady styling, and they dance very nicely. They dance like very feminine, like cats, and it looks good. But the booty is really like back. And one of my students was like, I don't understand. You said that booty back is bad, but they still look beautiful. And she said, you said that when your booty is back, you don't look beautiful when you dance, but they look beautiful. So, and I had to record the entire, like a whole video to just explain what's going on. So Howda, you are a perfect example of a person who has like this imagination that your booty is back, but what she does, it's a little different. She uses these muscles on the lower back just to lift the booty a little up. So let's say the reason why her booty is up, her booty is kind of moved back, sticks out, because she uses the muscles of her back to do that, not because she relaxes the booty, which most of the people do when they do something wrongly. That's why I call it a tail, yeah? You can see a like very flirty tail, but at the same time, the muscles are working. That's why you don't have this like sloppy, weak movement. And also, as we already know, that when she makes small steps, the weight is controlled, so the legs are working. That's why overall impression, very beautiful, right? Again, Howda, if you feel like, I would still recommend, I don't have anything against that position. I like nice booties to watch nice booties too. But if you want to add a little bit more diversity, let's say in your dance, diversity in your movement, if you want to increase the range of your movement, then I would still, being in a place, discover the hip movement, the movement of the hip bone back and forth, because you will see that it will launch like different kind of movements in your body. It will make you engage your ribs and your shoulder blades, and entire core area here and hips area will start moving a little differently. So I would definitely explore that if you wanna, let's say, explore all the possibilities that your body gives you.